こんにちは。
こんにちは。
Welcome back to
こんにちは。
こんにちは. Also, I'm Dalton.
I'm Aoi.
This is the podcast. What are we talking about today?
今日は私たちちょうど夏キャンプを行ってきて
夏キャンプ A summer camp? You sure?
Summer Family Camp 2023に行ってきたんです。なので
Okay,
その
待って It wasn't a summer camp. It is the summertime and we were camping, but summer camp is a different thing.
あ、本当?
Yeah.
I thought it's English summer camp.
It is English, but a summer camp is like a program usually. Like I went to a summer camp a couple months ago, remember? Like an adult summer camp.
Okay.
Usually summer camp is something for like
Schools?
kids. Yeah.
Kids? Okay, so やり直し。家族の夏キャンプ休みに行きました。
Okay. Good enough. And yeah, so me and some of my family and Aoi went camping together.
Yeah.
For about a week.
About a week? Yeah, that was so long.
Yeah. And when I say camping, there's lots of different versions of camping, at least in the US. There's camping in a cabin, camping in tents, there's backpacking, there's camping in RV or motor home, there's, hopping around.
いっぱいあるね。
Yeah, there's lots of different things you can do. We were in a camper.
いや、うちらはキャンプカーで
Yeah.
過ごしました。1週間。そのダルさんのお父さんが10人寝れるキャンプのカーを持ってて、だからね、すごく楽しかったし、みんなで毎晩朝から夜までずっと一緒にいて、
Yeah.
濃い時間を過ごしたね。
Yeah. So a lot of stuff happened, a lot of things, we did a lot of different things, and I guess we'll just talk about some of the trip.
Yeah.
So first of all, where did we go, roughly?
We went to the UP.
The UP. For people who don't live in Michigan, the UP, it stands for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Mm-hmm. It was.
It was quiet.
Kind of 寒い.
Yeah, the first couple of days were pretty cold. We went up to like the Pictured Rocks area, and if you want to Google Michigan Pictured Rocks, you can see some pictures. It's a very pretty area.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, while we were there, it was kind of rainy and cold, but we definitely still had some fun and had some time to relax on the lake and stuff.
そう、なんか最初の、まずキャンプ場2個行って、1つ目のキャンプ場では、5ドル、500円ぐらい出すと無料でカヤック乗れて、Then we went to the lake? Is it Michigan Lake?
No, that was the little lake that we were on at the campground.
What was that?
No, it was just some tiny little, it wasn't tiny, but it was a little lake that was on the property, and it was a private lake, which is really cool.
Oh, private だったんだ。
Yeah, I mean, there was no other houses or anything on that lake, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Very
で、
quiet.
うちらは、山彦を初めて経験できて。
That was your first time?
Yeah, that was my first time.
That's
So,
crazy.
やっほーって言ったら、やっほー、やっほーって本当に聞こえる。
That's so funny that you've never had that before.
あったんだ。
Of course, yeah. Like as a kid all the time.
Because I was living in Sapporo.
Oh, that's right. For a big period of my childhood, I was in the countryside, so that makes sense.
You were so cool.
Yeah. So we stayed at that campground for a little while. Did some nice water activities. You played tetherball for the first time, which is funny.
なんだっけ?
Remember the ball on a rope?
Oh,
The ball, it's on a rope and it was spinning around.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
それはなんか、大きい長い棒に長く紐でつながれた棒がくっついてて、ただそれをね、投げてお互いの方向に飛ばすっていうゲームなんだけど、
Mm-hmm.
You are so mean. You didn't explain to me.
I tried to. I tried my best.
で、私が怒ったら、OK、こうだよ、うわははははって言いながら、適当に explain して。
Oh,
That was so fun だったけど。
well, I'm glad you liked
And
it.
yeah.
And then we went down to a really famous place in Michigan called Mackinac Island.
Mackinac Island
So, what is Mackinac Island famous for, Out-san?
is spinning.
Not its spelling. What else is it famous for?
Chocolate fudge
Chocolate fudge, yeah.
and horses
Horses. Why is it famous for horses?
because there's no car.
Right.
だから車がないから馬を使って観光客とかを移動させるんだよね。
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so cool. It was stinky, but I like it.
Yeah. So because there's no cars, there are horses and there are also bikes. So
自転車ね。
yeah, so we rode our bikes all the way around the island. The whole circumference, the whole perimeter of the island is only like 8.5, 9 miles or something, but very, very beautiful, fun bike ride. Very amazing weather, clean, pure water, lots of flowers, just really beautiful.
そう、うちらが着いたアイランドの周りを自転車で回るく一周全部して8マイルくらい。
Mm-hmm.
はあ、
Yeah. that was
綺麗。うん。もう目でシャッターずっと撮ってた。もう綺麗だったね。しかもちょうど人も少ない時間帯だったのか。
Yeah.
ね、自転車スースースースー焦げて。
Yeah. I was actually just talking to somebody and they were telling me that if you go at the end of the season, you can actually buy the bikes there because they sell some of their bikes every season and they buy new ones. And so you can get them really, really cheap. So
それマジ？
yeah, so we got to keep that
自
in
転
mind.
車買えるの？
Yeah.
いくらくらいなんだろうね。
Well, he said like they're really nice bikes and you can get them for like $150 or something.
Nice.
Anyways.
We should go again.
Yeah, right.
で、なんかそこのアイランドに行くまでは、フェリーに乗っていくんだけど、
Oh, right. Yeah.
ね、その時もすごく楽しくて、フェリーは上の階の席も下の階の席もあって、可愛いお姉さんとかかっこいいお兄さんがなんかアテンドしてくれて、すごくかっこよかったし、
Yeah.
あと、ワンちゃんとかも連れて行けるし、アイスクリームも1日に何回も食べれるくらいショップがいっぱいあって、うちら1日で4回ぐらいいろんなアイスクリーム食べたね。
Definitely a lot of like unique first experiences. We kind of just gave like a quick overview of what we did. You know, we were at Pictured Rocks, we were at Mackinac Island, we took the ferry over there. But what are some like memories or differences or like any things that really stick out in your mind from the
Is
trip?
food.
The food?
いや、だキャンピングフードですっごく日本とのキャンプの違いを感じたかな。
Tell me more.
日本のキャンプの時はやっぱりおにぎりとか、バーベキューとかなんだろう、焼きそばとか、醤油が使われてるような食べ物がメインで出てきてたり、まあもちろんご飯があったりとか。だったけど、今回のキャンプはすごくアメリカンなご飯を用意してくれて、彼のステップママが。
Yeah, burgers and pizza.
Yeah!
Yeah.
バーガー、ピッツァと何食べた？パスタ and what else? We had taco.
Yeah. Breakfast tacos. Breakfast burritos.
そう、とりあえずすごくもりもりのアメリカンっぽいご飯を1週間ずっと朝、昼、夜食べて。
Yeah. It was a lot of food.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Like I guess maybe it's just the way my family eats or something, but when you and I cook at home, it's usually like light meals, veggies. Sometimes we like skip breakfast or whatever. We have like a really light lunch, but I felt like they had like a heavy meal, 3 times a day, plus snacks. And I was just like, oh my God, guys, I cannot eat this much food. I'm going to die.
そう、すっごくさ、美味しくて止まらないのもプラスお腹が重いし。
Yeah.
最後求めたのは私、塩おにぎりをずっと食べたくて。
So the food is a big difference.
いやでもめちゃくちゃいい経験だった。 し、
Yeah.
あんな美味しいご飯ずっと食べれるなんてあんまりないと思うし、
Yeah, definitely very grateful for them being willing to
感
cook and
感
everything.
謝する。
Um,
How about you?
so this is not necessarily a difference, but one memory that pops out to me is when we were by Pictured Rocks, we took this boat ride to the Pictured Rocks area. And we specifically rode this thing that was called like Riptide something, like Riptide Run or Riptide Ride or something like that. And it's a small boat that takes a group of people from the coast to this little island where there's these really, really pretty rocks, basically. A pretty nature area to look at. And normally what this boat does is they drive kind of crazy, they drive really fast, they turn really hard, and they bounce a lot so that the ride is fun. So that you get really wet and you're all cheering and you're having fun and it's great.
思い出す。
They try to get everyone wet.
そう。
And so when we first got on the boat, that's how it was. Aoi and I sat in the very front, so we got all of the wind on us. And right away he turned and he got us all wet. Now the one thing I haven't mentioned yet is it was very, very, very cold out that day. And it
も
was
う信じられないくらい寒かった。
yeah, it was a little bit rainy. It was very cold. There was no sunshine. It was very cloudy.
And then I was wearing ただのワンピース。
Yes.
And then ダルくんも短パンだったかな。普通の夏の格好をしていったよね。
Yeah.
そんなに寒いと思わなくて。
Basically, they got us wet right away, super, super wet. And then we rode very, very fast with the wind chill. And it was like an hour and a half of my body was just like shaking
shaking.
because I was so cold, like uncontrollably just shaking and shivering. My jaw, my legs, my chest, my arms, just my whole body was shaking for like an hour and a half. I was so
いや、
cold.
90分ね。 そう、だからまず日本語でちょっと付け加えると、そのボートに乗って、ひたすらこう揺らされたり水かけられたりを楽しむアドベンチャーのコースプラス、なんか綺麗な石とかこう世界遺産のようなものを見れるっていう楽しいやつだったんだけど、天空に恵まれなかったのか死ぬほど寒くて、本当に裸で水風呂に90分いるぐらいの、そして風が来るみたいな感じで死んじゃうと思って、だからもう写真最初に頑張って撮ったけど、その後もう手も使えないぐらいね。もう
So luckily the driver noticed that we were dying and he decided not to get us wet anymore.
いや、そうだったの？
Yeah. So after the first like 2 times that he got us wet, he saw that we were all super cold, I think. And so he stopped trying to get us wet. But he was still making the ride fun and whatever. But yeah, I've done a lot of ice baths and I take cold showers, and I have not been that cold in a very, very long time, if ever. So that was crazy.
唇紫でカタカタしてたよ、歯。
Yeah. It was great. It was a good experience.
帰りの車、クーラーガンガンかけて
Yeah.
頑張ったよね。
I mean, it wasn't an air conditioner, it was the heater, but yeah.
そう、間違えました。あ、でも楽しかったね、今考えたら全部。
Yeah, the whole thing was good. It was a good experience. And
What else?
what else? I think that's the main things is the island,
Yeah.
the pictured rocks. Oh, we went to the Tukwamanan Falls and we went to that spring, Kichirikipi. There's a really beautiful like natural spring that was perfectly clear. Remember? We could see really, really deep.
だからスプリングは湖でもう本当に青っていうか何色なんだろうあれ、エメラルドグリーンみたいな感じの湖を見て、中に綺麗なお魚さんもいて、手作りの木のボートに乗って中を見るんだけど、That was so beautiful.
Yeah, they had this big raft basically that was kind of donut shaped.
Yeah,
so there's this big hole in the middle and you can look down and see I don't even know how deep it is, but you can see very, very deep, and the water is just perfectly
we can
clear.
see the soko,
Yeah.
and then the soko was like bubbly
Yeah.
because the new water was coming.
Yeah. So that was very pretty.
Yeah. で、スープ混んでた。
Yeah. We did a bunch of other weird small stuff. We went to restaurants.
Yeah,
we
we did.
played mini golf. We went shopping. Are there any other big...
今回のトリップで初めて誰かがガンシューティングするのを私は見て。
Oh, really? Yeah.
ね、覚えてる？
Yeah, we went to a old military fort, like memorial or like
昔の
recreation
そう
sort of.
そうそう発掘地、昔のなんか戦争時代の、そこでね昔使われてたガンとかを見せてくれるショーがあって、迫力にびっくりして涙出そうになった私。
Really?
でもなんかあれは本当のガンじゃなかったんでしょ？なんか
It
本
was
当
a
の
real
弾。
gun, but they didn't have any real bullets.
Oh
in it.
yeah, ボレッツが違ったね。
They had some like weird like paper stock thing.
It was super loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice experience this.
Yes.
そのくらいですかね。
Yeah.
なんかこの7日間のトリップ中もダル君はリモートで仕事したりしてて、忙しそうだったけど。
It was good.
本当。
It was pretty easy stuff. Is there any advice that you have, or like thinking about Japanese audience, like differences between Japanese camping and American camping, or anything like that?
キャンプといえば、で、キャンプファイヤーを思うじゃん。そのキャンプファイヤーの楽しみ方で、日本だったらもちろん、その焼きマシュマロはあるけど、マシュマロをこう、ボッコにつけて。けど、その後の手順がアメリカと違うなと思った。そのスモは、日本でやったことなかったし。
What do you do in Japan?
That's it. なんか、焼きマシュマロ。
And then you just eat the marshmallow?
Yeah.
Like with your hands?
That's it. And with stick.
Like a different stick?
私は普通に木でやってた。木にマシュマロ刺して。
Right. And then you roast it.
で、そのまま食べる。
Just off the stick?
Yeah. Off the stick means like
it's still on the stick and you eat it on the stick?
Yeah. So, アメリカではなんかクッキーとチョコレートの板を用意して、それを、マシュマロを真ん中に挟んで、こう棒から手で説明したい。こうクッキーを手に持ちながら、棒を引くんだよね。そのマシュマロを挟んで。だからこうすごく甘さが足す。なんだろう、新しい経験だったね。
So s'mores are different. You don't really do s'mores in Japan.
私なかったな。なんか多分そういうの詳しい人、なんかこう、なんだろう、見た目が可愛いとかさ、アメリカで流行ってるとかさ、なんかそういうのに詳しい人はきっとやってるだろうけど、親から教えてもらったキャンプファイヤーの楽しみ方は、棒にマシュマロをそのまま食べるだけだったね。
I want somebody to like message us on Instagram and tell me, is that really different, or is that just like your family is silly?
違うよ、多分。
I believe you. I
don't know.
It's probably different.
Yeah,
but...
you guys should send me an email. 違うと思います。でも
変です。
変です。でもなんだろうかな。そのくらいかな。
Cool.
Yeah, I had an all English time.
All English for a week. What was that like for you?
They're so nice. They're so kind. That's why I could spend a lot of time with them. 日本語使ったのダル君に何回かあるかなぐらい。でなんかずっと英語でスペンドタイムしたから、もうなんか帰ってきてから疲れたのか眠くってでもいろんな F ワードをダル君は教えてくれたから。
F words?
Yeah.
I did not teach you any F words.
Fucking something.
I'm gonna cut that part out because I did not teach you that.
Yeah,
no.
You did.
No.
You fucking genius, Aoi って言って Oh, I'm fucking genius!
It's not a good
And then
one.
Austin said, Oh, we should try not use slang とか言って楽しかったです。
Oh my
でも
goodness.
いっぱい話したんじゃない？今日はこのくらいにしましょうか。多分またサマーキャンプまたそのサマーキャンプが来ると思うので。違う、サマーキャンプじゃないね。サマーベーケーショントリップタイム。
Yes.
なので待っててください。多分またアップします。夏の思い出コーナーを。
Okay. Thank
You
you
okay?
for listening.
You okay?
I'm
ずっと
great.
喋ってないけど。
Thank you for listening. Thank you for talking with me. Artan.
何か
Message us
いや、本当
on
に何でも送ってください。
message us on Instagram.
なんか、
Email us.
Mm.
Look, you can find both of those buttons and links in the description below the episode.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Boom!
Bye bye.
Bye bye.